anytime you try to take someone down, pass their guard, submit them, one of the biggest reactions is they turn away from you or they turn into you, right? So they're always exposing the back, so it's really good to have your back take be really sharp and take those opportunities when they come. So, a very common reaction we get, I'm sure most of you see, we pass the guard, as we start to pass, they turn into us or they turn away. Here. So, we're going to work off those two very common reactions first. Okay? We're going to first go if they turn away, right? If they turn away successfully, what happens? They turn away, they either do a full roll and like get their guard back in front of you, right? Or they kind of do a roll and invert on their shoulders, get their guard right back, exactly like this, and then you're stuck between the legs again. So, knowing that's going to happen, nice. So, knowing it's going to happen, we're going to drill it just like this. I'm going to pass the knee on belly. I'm just going to hold the hip here. He's going to start to turn away. And for now, we're just going to go slow, right? What I'm doing is I'm pulling him towards me to slow his roll. And I'm putting my knee right on the hip here. What I'm looking to do now is get this chest on back control right here. I want to get here, start to pressure into him. I want to pressure his face, his chest into the ground. And now, from here, I'm going to make my seatbelt. Okay? I'm going to go, the hand is underneath. We'll call this the controlling hand. The hand that's over is the attacking hand. This is the one that attacks, chokes. So, what I like to do is always have my controlling hands cover my attacking hands. Because, I'll explain more in a bit, if they control this hand, then we don't have a choke, right? And they can get out much easier. So, I want this control. My palm's going to cover my hand just like this, and I'm going to pull it tight. Keep my elbows pinched, and I want my chin right over his shoulder. Okay? The tighter you can be here, the better. Like face to face is really good, and it makes it really uncomfortable, right? So, this is a good habit to get into. You want to be like a little backpack. Now from here, what we're going to do, first thing, is we're just going to simply put a leg over like this. Okay? Now, from here, I'm going to scoop my left knee up behind his head like a pillow. Now from here, I start to sit back to this hip. And I'm going to pull him with me. A common mistake is we do this. And look at all this space. Very easy for him to turn in and escape. And stay tight. From here, I pull him over my thigh like a ramp here. Now from here, I'm pinching my knees. And I'm just going to bring him to the opposite side. My back doesn't touch the mat. My back touches the mat. It's really awkward to get him over, and then it makes it easier for him to escape. So, when I'm here, I pull him up, I sit to my hip, and I don't touch my back to the mat. I just go from my left hip to my right hip. Okay? So that top foot I do it is my bottom hook. We always want them on our bottom hook. Okay? If he's on the other side, he's going to be able to escape. So you see my foot's across the hip right now. That's good. I'm going to bring my other leg in and just place my hook here. Okay. You can go between the legs, so cross your feet. If it's between the hips, there's a nasty foot locks there. You don't want to be caught with those. So I like to have my feet over one side of the hip, and it's okay to cross here or go body triangle. He's chubby right now, so you can really squeeze all the whatever's in there out. So, but for now, we just go here, or you can do body triangle, right? But yeah, I typically have this across the hip. Here, and I'll step. And I can put a lot of pressure that way as well. Okay. So, we're just going to practice this one for a few minutes. Get a few reps on this, get it really clean, and then we'll move on. We'll start with the super basics. Get those really tight, and then we'll move on. So, we'll start here. We can pass the guard, knee on belly, and pull. In the gi, it's great too. You can grab the collar and pull. Okay, works really, really well in the gi. No gi, just kind of meat hook his belly. Okay. So here, it starts to turn away. This is like a knee ride, like this. I want to slow him down. Now from here, arm comes underneath, my chest goes right to the back, and I'm here. Make sure this hand stays on top. Okay, try to build this habit. So now from here, I'm pulling really tight, cheek to cheek. Okay, make it really uncomfortable. And now, from here, my knee swivels, straightens, and I curl really tight. My left knee comes up high behind the head. You can't really over-exaggerate this too much. So put it as high as you can. Now from here, I'm gonna pull, keeping that chest still back. Now see him pulling him up, pinching. We call to the other side. Just like so. Okay. Easy. Let's try this for a few reps. Let's do like 10 each and then move on, okay? Ready?